All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and others of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful Akim out there, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. They Shalom. It's your brother Halak here from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, with another video. And in this video, we're going to go into faith, get a few precepts, and then we're going to go into Hebrews chapter 11, which is a entire chapter dedicated to faith and the feats our righteous forefathers were able to do through their faith in Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. And as we always, matter of fact, let's start with this. This is Romans 15:4. It says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope." So that's why these things are written, for us to look back to and draw from. It allows us to know and understand that what we're going through is not something new or strange to our nation, man. And faith, that's the key ingredient for us Israelites. So let's go back to this one. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him." Talking about the so-called white man, the Edomite. A perverse and wicked creature he is, man. You see, he's not upright in any way. You see, everything that Esau is about, you see, is completely opposed to the righteous spirit of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, man. You see, and we're not to move as Esau moves. But it goes on to say in Habakkuk 2:4 that what? But the just shall live by faith. And that's what we're doing. That's how we're moving. Having faith that everything that the Most High has promised to do is going to be fulfilled. Having faith that Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai will take care of us when this man fully comes down with great wrath. You see? It's all through faith. That's how we're living. Let's get this one. This is right? 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7, it says, "For we walk by faith and not by sight." And that's how we move, man. Everyone wanna ask us, why do we believe the way we do? It's faith. How do you believe in a God that you've never seen? Faith. How do you believe in the Messiah of the Bible? Faith, man. This is how we walk. How do you know that we're gonna overcome everything that Esau's coming with? It's all rooted in faith, man. That's all we can tell you. And we know that this faith that we have is a gift from the Most High. You see? Let's get this one. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8, it reads, Salakia. Ephesians 2:8, it reads, "For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is a gift of the Most High." You see this? So the reason we believe the way we do is because we've been blessed with the gift of faith from on high, from the Almighty Yahweh. This is what's going to allow us to be saved if we continue in it. And Lord willing, the Most High allows us to continue in it, man. You see? This is how we're going to overcome everything that's coming our way. Faith. You see this? And this is the spirit that our righteous forefathers have moved in from the beginning. So let's go there. Let's get into Hebrews 11 now. So it says what? The triumphs of faith. This is what we push to those of you who listen to us, man, because this is what we've been raised up in by the true teachers or the true men of the Lord. While you have camps mocking us for being faith-based Israelites, well, this is the key ingredient that you have to receive salvation, man. See, a lot of these Israelites out here, they want to try to act like they're going to be saved or delivered because of their own merit. They want to act like they're going to be saved and delivered because of the feats they do with them trying to keep the law and, you see, trying to obtain perfection through the flesh. No, man. We are about to triumph and overcome everything our enemy is coming with because of the faith that the Most High is blessed with for us to believe, blessed us with to believe, man. So let's get into it. Hebrews 11:1, it reads, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." You see that? We know the kingdom of heaven is coming. We haven't seen it, but we know it's coming according to what the Most High has promised. And it's all what? Rooted in faith. Believing in the invisible, knowing that it is. Believing in the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, knowing that He is, even though we've never seen Him. You see? The same with Yahweh Shai. And it tells us because what? Because of this faith that we have, what does it go on to say? Hebrews 11:2. Salakia. Hebrews 11:2, it says, For by it the elders obtained a good report. You see that? The elders obtained a good report because of what? The faith that they had. Verse 3. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. So this is what we're rooted in, man. The belief in the unseen, knowing that everything that we see was created by the powers in heaven, man. You see this? So Hebrews 11:4 goes on to say, by faith Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, the Most High testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. Because of his great faith and offering up the right sacrifice, his name lives on, man. His name is still in remembrance, and it will always be in remembrance. And that's what it's going to be for all of us who endure in faith, man. Because on the flip side, what does it tell us about the evildoers? The seed of evildoers will never be renowned. They're not going to be uplifted and exalted in the kingdom to come. You see, their wickedness is not going to be remembered and heralded as if it's some great thing they've done. See, that's what happens in this world. See, in the world to come, all of our righteous forefathers, Lord willing, we be a part of that number to make it and be, and enduring to the end. Our name is going to be remembered forever because of the faith that we moved in, man. You see? That spirit of righteousness is what's going to be upheld and exalted in the world to come, man. You see, we're still talking about Abel to this day. You see? Now it goes on to say in verse 5, it says, by faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found because the Most High translated him. For before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleased the Most High. So Enoch was, through his faith, he was taken up into the chariot. And this is what we're trying to accomplish through our faith, man. We're hoping to be translated just like Enoch was translated, by moving in faith, believing in Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, man, doing what's pleasing in the sight of the Most High. You see this? So Hebrews 11:6, it says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. And this is why we're moving the way we're moving, man. You see, a lack of faith and disbelief is not pleasing in the sight of the Most High. This is why the first generation got left in the wilderness. This is why that first generation that the Most High brought out of Egypt, they couldn't go into the promised land because of their lack of faith, their unbelief. So this is why we constantly go into having faith, man, and believing. That's what's pleasing in the sight of the Most High. Knowing that he's going to take care of us because we have been diligently seeking him through faith in his son, Yahweh Shai. Hey, don't it tell us, it was our mind to go away from the Most High, now being returned, seek him 10 times more? And because of that, he's going to reward us, man. He's going to protect us and deliver us when our enemies come against us. And we are in that time. We're in that season of our enemies rolling against us, man. Any moment now. You see, but we have the faith that what? Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai will be with us in it all, or through it all. So Hebrews 11:7, it says, by faith, Noah being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became the heir of righteousness, which is by faith. And we're in that same stead, man. We haven't seen all the perils that the Most High said was going to come, but we knew what was going to happen. And we moved in fear. We moved in faith to do what we needed to do to obtain this oil to go out here and preach the word of the Most High. Same thing Noah did, man. And we see how it turned out for him. He built the ark as the Most High commanded him to do. And when that rain came, Noah and his family was able to go in the ark and be saved from the flood, man. All because he moved in faith. All because and also he moved in what? Fear. You see that? Faith and fear, man. That's how we're moving. And just like the Most High protected Noah by allowing him to be up in that ark, when them rains came and the floods of the ground opened up, the Most High is going to do the same thing when he unleashes this flood of judgment in the world, man. He's going to protect us as well. And we believe that through faith, man. So Hebrews 11:8, it says, by faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed and went out, not knowing whither he went. By faith, he sojourned in the land of promise as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise, showing you that the promise is only to the seed, is only to Abraham and his descendants, which will be Isaac and Jacob, man. Those are the heirs of the promise, and we fall in that stead because we are the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the Apostle Paul tells you that in Romans 9. So that's a complete dismantling of the false religion of pagan Christianity who tell you that anyone can be a part of the promises or receive the promises. No, man. The promises are only for the 12 tribes, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Once again, we believe all that through faith. This is why everything is going the way it's going, because the Most High is in the process of fulfilling the promise made unto our forefathers, man. This is why we see America coming to its end. This is why we see Esau's empire falling. This is why we see Esau, you see, being ushered out of his blessing, and our blessing is about to be ushered in. Everything the Most High has promised us all throughout these pages is coming to pass. And once again, we believe it all through what? Faith, man. Faith is the key. So Hebrews 11:10, it says, for he looked for a city which had foundations, whose builder and maker is the Most High. 11. Through faith also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who promised. The Most High, if the Most High says he's going to do something, it's going to be done. And that's the spirit that all of our righteous forefathers moved in, man. Just trusting and believing in Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah. Hey, here for us in these last days, we trust and believe in Yahweh Shah, the Son of the Most High. Because just like the Most High can't lie, Yahweh Shah can't lie. He can't lie either, man. He's given us the understanding of everything the Most High said he was going to do it, and it's going to be done. And we believe it. Just like our foremother, Sarah, believed that she was able to have a child after she was past age. And it came to pass that following year. You see? That following year, she conceived who? Isaac, man. Just like the Most High promised. And it happened because of her faith. That was a miracle, man. And miracles are about to be happening here in these last days on a major level. And it's all through what? It's all through faith. It's all through the faith of the believers of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah, man. So Hebrews 11 and 12, it says, therefore sprang they even of one, and him as good as dead, so many as the stars of the sky for multitude, and as the sand which is by the sea, shore innumerable. And it was all according to what? What the Most High promised he would do. You see that? All these things happen because the Most High promised it will be done, and our forefathers and our foremothers believed it, man. Let's say it like this. Our righteous forefathers and foremothers believed it. We have to be in that same spirit, man. We can't be in that spirit of being shaky, being doubtful. You see? Can't be in that spirit of like these carnal Israelites out here, man, who think they're going to get a victory through some carnal means of theirs in the flesh. No. We have to embody the spirit of our righteous forefathers, man. Moving in complete faith, knowing and understanding that the Most High Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shah are faithful. You see? God damn. Hebrews 11 and 13, it says, these all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. And this is the same thing we're doing. You see? And we're in the time, like Yahweh Shah told us, hey, many of our righteous forefathers wanted to see these times that we're in now, and we're actually living in it. Things that were prophesied thousands of years ago, they're finally coming to pass here in these last days, man. These were the days our forefathers were looking for, and here we are living in the midst of it, man. Still moving in faith. You see? Embracing, you see, everything the Most High has spoken in prophecy, knowing it all is going to be fulfilled. We are moving as our righteous forefathers moved, man. You see that? So it says what? Hebrews 11 and 14, it says, for they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country, as we do. We want to go back to our promised land, man. We want to go back to the land that the Most High has given unto us for an everlasting possession. And it's going to be done. It will be done. You see? Ain't no doubt in my mind that it won't. Because if it's not done, what does that make the Most High? It makes the Most High a liar. Matter of fact, let's get this real quick. This is Numbers to show you, man. Numbers 23 and 19, it says, the Most High is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Hath he said, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good? There it is. If the Most High says he's going to take us back to the promised land after everything else according to prophecy is fulfilled, that's what's going to happen, man. He's going to make good on what he said he would do. And the thing is, he gave us, how can I put it, man? He gave us let me see. He gave us an assurance that can't be questioned. He swore upon himself that he would do it. He swore on him because he could swear by nothing greater. He swore on himself that he will uphold everything he promised to do. You see? He made an oath, man. So everything the Most High said, is placed upon that oath, and it has to be fulfilled. And this is why we see everything playing out the way it's playing out. America is in a downward spiral. You see, every day that passes, this place is getting closer and closer to becoming a desolation. Esau's divided all throughout the earth, and we know what that means. Desolation. All this is happening because the Most High is bringing an end to this, because he's fulfilling that oath that he made. Yes, Jacob's trouble is a part of it. We got to go through it. You got to embrace it. But we must have faith and believe that Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah will pull us through it, man. You think the Most High about to allow all the Israelites to be destroyed in the time of Jacob's trouble? If that's the case, how is he going to fulfill the oath that he made unto our forefathers? How is that fulfilled if every single one of us is going to die? If the Most High is just going to allow Esau to have his way, how is the oath fulfilled? How is the Most High going to bring to pass the promises made unto the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob if he allows this devil to completely eradicate us? You see that? Because he's not, man. He's not going to allow Esau to get the victory. That's not written. He never said that was going to happen. He said that we're going to overcome this devil through faith in Yahweh Shah. And that's what's going to be done, man. And we're going to be taken back to our country that the Most High has called out in the earth for us, man. That's what's going to happen. So Hebrews 11:14, it says, "For they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country. And truly, if they had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have had opportunity to have returned. But now they desire a better country, that is, in heavenly. Wherefore the Most High is not ashamed to be called their power." And when we go back, we're going to go back in perfection. We're going to go back in the fullness of the second covenant, as the Most High has promised to bring us into. All these things must be fulfilled, but there's a process that we must go through to come into it. And once again, we believe all that through what? We believe it all through faith, man. The Most High promised that he's going to be our God and we're going to be his people. That is what is going to be done. You see, as we're taken back into the land of promise. You see this? But before we can come into the fullness of that, what has to happen? America has to fall. It's inevitable. The Most High fulfilling his oath and bringing us into everything that he's promised to bring us into, America has to fall for that to be done. You see that? So let's keep going. Hebrews 11:17, it says, Salakia. Hebrews 11:17, "By faith Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac." You see that? Abraham was tested, and we have to be tested as well. You see that? It says what? "And when he had received the promises, and he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called." That was the promise the Most High made unto Abraham, that Abraham's descendants would sprout forth from Isaac. You see that? The Most High promised, you see? Verse 19 says what? "Accounting that the Most High was able to raise him up." Exactly, because if in Isaac shall thy seed be called, you're telling me to sacrifice Isaac. That means you're going to be able to raise him from the dead, because you said my descendants was going to come forth from Isaac. How can that be done if he did? That means you're going to bring him back to life. That's how Abraham was moving, man. That's how Abraham was moving. Well, if the Most High is telling me to sacrifice Isaac, who my descendants is going to come from, he must going to be raised. He must going to raise him up for the dead, because he promised me. This is what we must embody as we come into these dark and perilous times, man. We have to embody the spirit of our forefathers who are moving in complete and utter faith. And as we do that, you see, watch what Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah does on our behalf. Watch what he does through us as we're moving and embodying the spirit of faith that our righteous forefathers were known for. You see? Just watch. So it says what? Hebrews 11:18, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called, accounted that the Most High was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence also he received him in the figure. By faith, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. Yep, Isaac gave Esau his temporary blessing, which we're living in now, which is coming to his end. And Isaac gave our forefather Jacob the everlasting eternal blessing, which we're about to be ushered into as everything according to prophecy comes to pass. You see that? Esau, he already got his. He's been able to live it up in the earth. You see? And now it's time for him to be moved out of the way. He had his fun. He had his time in the sun. And now it's our time. You see that? So Hebrews 11:20, it says, by faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning the things to come. By faith Jacob, when he was a dying, blessed both the sons of Joseph, and worshiped leaning upon the top of his staff. By faith Joseph, when he died, made mention of the departing of the children of Israel, and gave commandment concerning his bones. By faith Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents, because they saw that he was a proper child, and they were not afraid of the king's commandment. By faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High, than to enjoy the pleasures for sin for a season, the pleasures of sin for a season. And this is the same spirit that we're in. You have the majority of our people who are willing to continue on in Babylon the Great under this spiritual Pharaoh, Esau. They're not looking for the world to come. You see that? Not us, man. We're in the spirit of Moses. He departed from all that he had gained in Egypt, being the grandson of Pharaoh. He forsook all that, man. You see that? And it tells us what in verse 26? Esteeming the reproach of Mashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of reward. And that's what we're embodying. You see? Yeah, all we've known is Babylon the Great here in this captivity, and everything it comes with. But the Most High has promised us something better, man, and we believe all that in faith, man. It's going to happen. Matter of fact, let's get this real quick. What does it say in NLT? Hebrews 11:26. He thought it was better to suffer for the sake of Mashiach than to own the treasures of Egypt, for he was looking ahead to his great reward. Are we not doing that same thing? You see? See, the majority of our people, they're stuck here in Babylon, man. They're hoping that this place is going to continue on forever, but we know that something better awaits. So we're forsaking this place. We're not out here trying to, I hear like a lot of Israelites are talking about another 20, 30,000 years. No, man. We are looking forward to the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom where indwelleth righteousness. So we're leaving all this shit behind, just as our forefather Moses did. What does the CSB say? Real quick. Hebrews 11:26, it reads, for he considered reproach for the sake of Mashiach to be greater wealth than the treasures of Egypt, since he was looking ahead to the reward. And this is what we're doing. We're moving in that same spirit. We want to be co-heirs with Yahushua in his kingdom, man. And what we see in America is nowhere close. You see? Nowhere close to what we're going to receive, man. It doesn't even compare. So just like Moses did, you see, as he moved in faith, we're doing the same thing, man. Leaving Babylon the Great in the rear view. Looking forward to what the Most High has promised unto our nation, man. You see, we're looking forward to our everlasting blessing. We don't want this carnal, temporal bullshit, man. So Hebrews 11 and 27, it says, by faith he forsook Egypt. Look at that. By faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible. Are we not doing that same thing? Out there on the highways and byways each and every week, proclaiming the end of this man's kingdom, proclaiming the beginning of the kingdom of heaven. You see that? Becoming targets on behalf of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai as we proclaim this truth, not fearing the king, forsaking Babylon the Great, forsaking Esau's beast system by the things that we preach in great boldness. You see? We're doing the same thing Moses did, man. And he did it through what? Faith. Faith is what drove him to do what he did. Faith is what's driving us forward, allowing us to do what we do through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Verse 28 says what? Through faith he kept the Passover and the sprinkling of blood, lest he that destroyed the firstborn should touch him. You see, he wasn't in that spirit of just making light of the Passover like we see a lot of camps do. He took it serious, man, and because he did, he moved in fear. He moved in faith. Put that blood, you see, over the doorpost. That death angel passed over the children of Israel, man, while the firstborn of Egypt was what? Swallowed up. You see that? So Hebrews 11 and 29, it says, by faith they passed through the Red Sea, as by dry land, which the Egyptians are saying to do, were drowned. Showing you that the Most High is not for all people. Why didn't he allow the Egyptians to pass through the Red Sea? He drowned them out. You see how the Most High stands up on behalf of Israel, but when they have that faith, and this is what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to do here in these last days on behalf of the remnant of the nation of Israel. Hebrews 11 and 30, it says, by faith the walls of Jericho fell down after they were compassed about 7 days. By faith the harlot Rahab perished not with them that believed not, when she had received the spies with peace. Verse 32. Now listen, man, because this is what it's all about, man. We can't get in that spirit of being doubtful. We can't get in that spirit of being wavering as we see this man come down. You see, as we see him making this move, you know, and it's gonna be scary in the flesh, but we have to overcome those feelings of the flesh by constantly tapping into the spirit, man. You see, we have to constantly tap into the spirit and continue to go into these stories, man, to keep it fresh in our mind. You see, because it's about to go down out here, man, and the only way we're gonna overcome, you see, this fucking modern day Goliath is through what? Through faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So Hebrews 11 and 32, it says, and what shall I more say? For the time would fail me to tell of Gideon and of Barak and of Samson and of Jephthah and of David also and Samuel and of the prophets, who through faith, now listen to the feats that all righteous forefathers are able to do because of their faith, man. You see? And just imagine what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will do for us here in these last days because of the faith that he's blessed us with to have here in the end of this thing, man. Hebrews 11 and 33, it says, who through faith subdued kingdoms, wrought righteousness, obtained promises, stopped the mouths of lions, quenched the violence of fire, escaped the edge of the sword, out of weakness were made strong, waxed valiant in fight, turned to flight the armies of the aliens. Women received their dead raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance, that they might obtain a better resurrection. And others had trial of cruel mockings and scourgings, yea, moreover, of bonds and imprisonment. And these are all things that our righteous forefathers have suffered because of what? Because of our faith, man. You see, these same things are coming our way. But once again, we're going to be able to overcome all of it, you see, through faith, just as our righteous forefathers have done before us, man. You see that? So it goes on to say, Salakia. So it goes on to say, Hebrews 11:36, and others had trial of cruel mockings and scourgings, yea, moreover of bonds and imprisonment. They were sawn asunder. They were stoned. They were sawn asunder. Were tempted. Were slain with the sword. They wandered about in sheepskins and goatskins, being destitute, afflicted, torment. So they suffered many things because of their faith, man. You see? They suffered many things because of their faith. And these type of tribulations are coming our way, man. You see? That's what this whole thing is about. It's a testing of our faith. But just like our forefathers endured all things, we're going to be able to do the same, man, Lord willing. Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah willing, man. So it says what? Verse 38. Of whom the world was not worthy, they wandered in deserts and in mountains and in dens and caves of the earth. All these have obtained a good report through faith. Even through all the hell they went through, all the tribulation they suffered, they obtained a good report through faith, man. And we want to be found in that same light. And so we must keep our integrity. We must continue to believe, man. We must continue to serve Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah no matter what. And we will obtain a good report as well. That's what we're looking for. You got these guys who are trying to get fame and clout and all that shit on this side in the world that's ending. Nah, we want our name to ring bells for the rest of time in the kingdom of heaven. That's when it's going to matter. And we're laying the groundwork for that right now through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah and these works that he's ordained for us to do from the beginning, as it tells you also in Ephesians chapter 2. We want that good report in the kingdom, man. We want to be known as those Israelites who never forsook Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah no matter what we had to suffer. You see? That's what we want to be known as, man. And the type of status that's going to come with in the kingdom of heaven, you can't compare some temporary fame on this side to everlasting fame in the kingdom. That's what we want, man. So that's why we're moving the way we're moving, you see, here in this final captivity, man. You see that? So Hebrews 11:39, it reads, and these things haven't, and all these, Hebrews 11:39, it says, and these all having obtained a good report through faith, received not the promise. The Most High having provided some better thing for us, that they without us should not be made perfect. So, we have to go through this final testing, this final tribulation, and then Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah will give us the promises, you see, that he's made to our forefathers. Now he's going to fulfill it. But we must go through our trying. We must go through our tribulation as our righteous forefathers have done before us, man. It's our rite of passage. You see? And once we complete this portion of our journey, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah is going to bring us and all of our righteous forefathers into all that he's promised to bring us into, man. You see, but we must go through this portion for it to be fulfilled. So I don't know what you Israelites want to hear when it comes to Jacob's trouble. We're going to continue to tell you, this is what we must go through. This is our rite of passage into everything that the Most High has promised. The promises are going to be fulfilled. The Most High is not lying about that, but it's a process that we must go through for us to come into the fullness of it. You see, just like our righteous forefathers have done before us, man. So this is just what it is. We have to continue to move in faith, believe wholeheartedly. And if we do that, we're going to overcome everything that's coming our way, man. Trust and believe it. The Most High promised. Hey, so with that, I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. doing the work as Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Abba.